Hey, we're back. We're doing Operation Romanov on the run for the Soviets, and we're going to be starting this up. Hopefully my computer doesn't lag because last time you guys didn't see it, but I was going to shoot this video and it was just lagging like crazy, so hopefully we don't have any problems like that. Alright, so first off, you get this little squadron of Romanov tanks and conscripts. You're going to be using some conscripts, mostly Romanov tanks occasionally for base defenses, but you're going to want to build upon this. I'll let Sophia talk.
You must transport him safely across the river to the airport. Yuri's forces have garrisoned buildings to the north. Our new demolition trucks should be able to clear those structures. Incoming transmission.
Alright, she mentions the demo truck, which is the special unit for the Libyan forces in skirmish mode. I will be using that, using about 8 of those, if you want to know how much. For taking out some of the garrison buildings that you saw there in the middle of the city, and for clearing up a path for some of our flag tracks that I like to bring in later to get Romanov to the airport. And I'm just talking over Yuri right now because it's a bunch of nonsense. He's just trying to psychologically take you down, so just forget about it. Go on with your business. You know, you can talk the talk, you can't walk the walk. Alright, so first things first, you want to build a battle bunker, put it up here with this little group of conscripts, because there's going to be a little brute that comes through, pretty big brute actually, that comes through. Don't worry about it, it's pretty much a glorified version of the German tank destroyer, so it's nothing to worry about as far as taking out your guys. Alright, so next thing is build the barracks, build the ore refinery, get another battle bunker going, build 2 more conscripts. The next battle bunker you want to put down is over here. The reason being is because they could slip some, they have a base up here to the northwest, and they like to slip some Gatling tanks down through there. And other than that, they like to slip some initiates. Just want to keep tabs on that location as well. Scroll your rhino tanks over here. Protect this little gem patch. That gem patch should be sufficient, for the meantime, in gathering enough funds to support your defenses and to support a little frontal, not attack, but like a group of units that involves an engineer, a couple attack dogs, and a flag track. Alright, so build another battle bunker, 5 conscripts. With each shipment of gems, you get $2,000, which is huge at the beginning. Too bad the gem patch doesn't replenish itself like ore, but you know, it's really good to getting you a start, because as you notice later on, once you play this mission, there's not a lot of funds you're going to be dealing with, nor are there a lot of funds close to your base. That's why I'm going to be expanding by capturing tech oil derricks with the engineers and stuff like that. So you'll see later on what goes on like that. I'm going to build 4. You want to build 4 battle bunkers right where I place them. You want 1 more, you don't see it, but it's where this cursor is on the screen, to protect against some lasher tanks that try to slip in, that might come through after pursuing some of your ore miners over here in the east, as there's a lot of ore fields out there. That's why you want to keep these guys there in case they're chasing an ore miner. You usually take out a lasher tank. The next thing, we're going to build the war factory. You want to build 4 dogs. I forgot to do that. You want to put them up there to help take out Yuri's and initiates, because they got a couple barracks in this map. They got 3 of them to be exact, and they have loads of infantry that come through, so you just want to be on top of your game. And immediately we get to take out some Yuri's, and Yuri's cannot mind control dogs, so that's a plus in taking out them. Your battle bunkers could do just as well, but really don't worry about it. And the brute actually, the attack dog actually completely ignores the brute. It cannot take out the brute, it cannot even attack the brute. So don't think attack dog is really effective against them, because they're effective against all infantry. Just leave them alone when you see a brute, because that will end up being pretty bad. And the next thing, you want to reset your rally point over there, because you want to build 3 engineers. Like I said, it's a glorified version of the tank destroyer. They can do a little damage against your tanks, so just scroll them over, move them close to the battle bunker or any ore miners that you have.
Construction complete.
Alright, what else we got construction-wise? We got this war factory, as I forgot.
Construction options.
I want to build a flak track. You want one attack dog to go along with this little group of engineers that I'm going to be shipping around. There is an oil derrick in the northeast. There's an oil derrick in the north from your base, or, I mean, northwest. A little bit closer to the north, and then directly, like, this way, east from your base. I'm going to be using those as outposts. You're going to put a sentry gun in each of those places, except in the one to the east of your base, you want to build, like, barracks, war factory, a battle bunker, and a sentry gun. Along with your ore refinery that you're going to want to build, because you need to expand. As I said, the funds are spread out. Alright, so we got this flak track coming up. Next thing you want is the radar to help you when you're scrolling around on the map with your engineers in the flak track. So you want to have them ready and going. You don't want to run into any Yuri clones or, you know, some Gatling tanks on the way. So you go for the closest one to your base, and with each oil derrick that you get $1,000. That will easily support your sentry gun that you want to bring out to defend this little outpost. Alright, so that's good. Make sure you do not put your sentry gun any closer than about right here, because there's a Gatling cannon in the base. And you want to make sure you have 4 or war miners to go. Whoa! Alright, that's not good. I already lost them. That's no big deal, actually. It's not going to hurt us too bad. We're just going to build that flag track up again. Build 2 more engineers, and we should be fine. I'm going to get that anytime, so it doesn't really matter that I lost it right now. So just take your time. There's really no rush. I'm actually going to hold off on the attack dog for the meantime, because it's not really necessary, and it's actually for taking out some Yuris that come through that might mind control Romanov, and you see Romanov to the east of the map. Oh, we got this guy waiting. I'm gonna just let the engineer go through. You're actually gonna want to build another ore refinery, because you need that ore refinery to go in this ore patch right there. Alright, so avoid this garrison building, and there is another base right there you want to avoid as well. So just follow this path, and you should be fine. You shouldn't run into any problems like I did just then. That's never happened to me before when I've practiced this.
Unit ready. I have the information. Insufficient funds. Ready. I will go. Spy plane ready.
And right then you get a little boost. Got the spy plane ready. Put it on Yuri's base in the north, which is his main base.
Acquire additional resources.
We got 2 war miners now, so that's good.
Let's clear the air. I'll carry out the operation.
And our attack dogs are doing their jobs on the initiates. Initiates are no big deal, but you know, anything to help out, you know, just makes it easier. Oh, we got an engineer mind controlled right here. We'll just bring him into our base. Really no need for him right now. And there's one more oil derrick where I'm going right now, and that's going to be your secondary base, pretty much. It's just a setup shop for some of your V3s that you're going to be using, and some of your demolition trucks, as you see later, along with a flak track and some engineers. Alright, with that, I'm going to call it a video. Got into a good stopping point, showed you guys the first tier of expansion, and I'll see you guys later in Mission Romanov on the Run.